Hello and welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Minds. I am your host, Devontae Ewing. I am joined today with my co-hosts.
Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Henry Monty, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Hey, how you guys doing today? Fenrir?
What's up, everyone? It's Fenway here. Glad to see you guys on this beautiful Wednesday, despite the sad circumstances.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at applications here. My name's Ice.
I am Dark Trooper coming from you live from a secret location, aka my couch. So how you doing? How you doing?
Okay, Joey.
Wait, no!
Last but not least, we might have our other guy coming in a little bit. We're just he's having technical difficulties, where I'm having speech difficulties. All right, Llama.
I thought. Did DJ introduce himself? I never heard him.
Yeah,
did
that was
the
the
very
first one.
Oh well, I'm just way out of it. And I am the
Not
supreme.
D&D. He's always last on D&D.
Yeah, no, I just didn't hear him. Like I always go last on the podcast. I thought he was just quiet. Like
Nope, I just probably did it a bit too fast for it to register for you.
I mean, my brain power is pretty far behind right now. So I mean, you're probably right. And I am the Supreme Llama Overlord, currently banned from 3 buffets and 1 petted zoo, all for the same reason.
Wait, hang on now. Wow! What do you mean for the same reason?
I don't want to know.
I'm wondering.
I want to know, but I don't.
Look, the bacon never
Welcome
said
in.
no, okay?
Welcome in, everybody. But at this moment, we would like to take a small little moment of silence for the loss of 2 beloved celebrities, Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. Legends in their own right, and forever stars in our heart, forever stars in the sky.
Yeah, from what I've heard, Dolly Parton did some really good activist work. She did a program that gave every single kid in the program a free book once a month.
Oh, you're talking about the Dolly Parton book thing. It's a program that, from the time they're born to the age of 5 years old.
Dolly Parton did a lot, and she actually went through, I think it was cervical cancer or whatnot, and wasn't able to have kids. So she worked very hard on trying to be a good role model and motherly figure to others over time for many different reasons. I enjoyed her in many different movies and shows, and she was actually on Star Trek as well. It's pretty cool.
She has made appearances in so many things.
Mm-hmm. And not to mention the fact that she lived as she acted as she lived. She was just a golden woman. She was a one of a kind woman that, to be honest, is a true loss to everybody.
We also forget Tim Curry, though.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry
was also a one of a kind man. His unique style of just his laugh, his mannerism of talking, and the fact that he was a singer, dancer, songwriter, all these things maxed into one. He's just an amazing human being.
Does it blow your mind that the person that pretty much played the angel and the one that played the devil both died within the same 24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Blows your mind.
And that's all and all I have to say is, someone protect Willie, please.
Willie Nelson's not weak. I think he'll be okay.
Hey, don't forget Reba McEntire.
It is time we move into relationships with Mayhem Heartsmace.
Just died a little.
Does anyone else believe that our generation is going to be the
Before we,
most single generation and the most married generation
one
without
please. Yep. So before we start this off, as we always do when it comes to explanatory, just remember, guys, girls, and squirrels, relationships, friendships, workships, and such, it is best to communicate, as communication is key to everything. Communicate with people. Say, hey, I can't pay you back right now, I'll pay you back later, or say, hey, I need to, let somebody know something ahead of time or anything, or information, or they communicate accordingly. Always, always, always communicate. Let them know, and we'll see from there. All right. We also have Dom. Do you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Oh, due to lateness and technical difficulty, I am Dominant Visions. I'm here with the third eye open, and let's see what's going on in the world.
All right.
No fair. He cheated to be able to intro last, jerk.
Well,
You're all salty now. You made Llama salty, Dom. You win.
Oh, well. I win or lose, I get the last impression of say the best for last. Thank you.
All right.
And you sound way clearer now, so that's a plus.
If you turn your phone
that's because I'm using my phone.
Yeah, if you turn your phone sideways.
That's if I put the rotation on it.
Yes,
yeah, turn rotation. All right. While he was doing that and fixing technical difficulties of any sorts, if not, it's jump out, jump back in sideways, and then it should pop you format, or you just got to edit the camera through settings. It's somewhere in there. But on that note, when it comes to it, you have to communicate, you can talk, you make sure you're actually in the right intentions. You don't just jump into relationships or just acting like you're dating somebody just so you can get what you want out of them. That's wrong, that's messed up, that's bad, that's evil. It's better just to actually, you're really wanting to be with somebody, you really be with somebody, you show it, you prove it, you care, you share, you do what you need to do to make sure that they're happy and you're happy. You do things properly for them. You share things together whenever you need to survive and stuff. This all counts and matters. But on that note, we're going to play this video here, and we're going to see what it is with this. This is from the guy from the wall, and he pulls up some very interesting videos and things, people saying crazy things on the internet. So let's see this. Thunder-Based Studios.
Does anyone else believe that our generation is going to be the most single generation and the most unmarried generation without kids? And I'm not saying this because there's a lack of people wanting it, but I feel like, guys, in our generation, no one commits, no one actually wants to have a meaningful connection, no one wants to have a deep conversation, and trying to find a partner who is normal and even has any morals is so difficult. I genuinely feel like dating apps has just ruined genuine connection. Like, no one hits on each other in person anymore. No one actually goes out to try and meet people. No one actually talks to each other anymore. It's actually really sad.
Notice that the first thing she does is blame the man when everything is the way it is today.
What do you guys say about that? I'm going to pause for a second. What do you guys say?
To be honest, it's actually both sides, to be honest. It's not just the males. It's also both the males and the females, because a lot of women do have very high standards, which in some cases, it's actually a good thing to have high standards, because it's like, I want a man who will treat me right and still do have this, and this. I think there was one comedian who actually said it best. Ladies, there are like 5 things that a guy can have from a guy, and you get 3 of them.
Hey, Mayhem, you're being yelled at by the chat.
I noticed. I just replied. Squirrels. I'm a raccoon, and I post it. I can actually show you guys. First one's first. Everybody needs to know, as we'll show it on the camera. Damn it, llama!
I didn't do it. What happened?
Lies.
And then from the bearded Deadlight Creations. Squirrels, I'm a raccoon. Yes, you are, and you will be saying what's up soon. You're welcome to join now if you want. Have Llama send information.
I already did.
Oh, well, he's welcome to jump in whenever. And then me laughing, going.
Oh, I didn't respond to him asking to watch or join because I didn't notice because I was working on something else.
Damn it, Llama!
How dare you multitask?
Well, I mean, I sent him the thing. He would have to join, and then you would have to bring him in. So
I'm still-
double middle finger, not that you can see it. You know, I'm going to make a new image just of that.
He's gonna make a llama.
Damn it, llama!
What are you gonna do? Make a llama off a werewolf? I mean, that would be kind of cool. But it has to be a gray and black werewolf. But Raccoon, you're welcome to join in whenever you want. You are one of our crew. They're awesome cakes. So I've had it. I've seen this on both sides in different ways, but I've seen it more on the girl side than the guy side when it comes to being guilty of doing the shady shit. Guys, though, there are those chads and douchebags and everything else, but that's like the 10 to 20% at most.
I will
Girls-
agree with her on one thing, though.
Howdy hoody whatty.
I said I will agree with her on one thing. Dating apps have ruined the dating scene.
Oh, they did, 100%.
Well, so did women who go to bars just to have guys buy them drinks and not actually, you know, talk to them.
All
And
right,
for the
Andy.
record, I don't go to bars at all, so that's
Damn
not
it,
my
Llama.
experience. What? I've been a good boy sometimes.
The raccoon said, "Damn it!" And then, but yeah, no, it all depends on the person.
Hold
guys, girls.
on. Did you just finish the cup of coffee, or has the coffee cup been empty for a period of time? Because if it's been empty for a period of time, something's wrong with it.
To be honest,
I am
to
smoking
be
energy
honest,
drinks.
it's one of those things where, in order for an actual, when you're starting to date somebody, either if you found them on an app, you found them in their lives, you got a recommendation, fill in the blank reason, you have to find and sometimes in some cases you can find out that you're not going to be compatible from like the first date. There was a Red story I listened to like a couple of years ago. This guy was dating a woman, and everything was working out great until he met her parents, and they was the kind of parents who like they go to a restaurant and they just treat the staff like absolute dog shit.
Well, didn't that happen to you too? Pretty much, everything was going great with the girl. It's the parents that ruined it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. It's just like
that happened too. I dated this girl that before my wife, the only girl that was like damn near like hit everything on the scale that what I wanted in a woman was one of my baby mamas that just disappeared with my kid and never seen again, just gone. And her and me were very close cared, but then something happened. Her mom hated my guts because she was jealous that her daughter got with a good-looking man that was a wrestler and it was on TV and this, and this. And she, boy howdy, did everything and anything to the point where she falsely accused me of stuff and somehow knew the police and made sure they never told me that supposedly they tried to put a PPO on me freaking 20 years ago, whatever it was. And didn't tell me nothing about it until 2 or 3 hours after the court. So yeah, you got to be here. And I look at the court date and the time. I'm like, that's today. Yeah, I was like, that was 4 hours ago. They're like, yeah, and I'm like, why am I being told this about now? And I've never been informed. Like, oh, you were never home. I'm like, yeah, I was. So this is a lie. Someone set me up, and then I had to go fight it and deal with all this crazy stuff. And I just, long story short, she disappeared. Never seen her again. I never seen any other family again except for I think one time, and it was like 5 seconds. That was it. And after that, I just spent the love of my life with just my wife and had family with her.
What about me?
You're the hubby wife. She's the wifey. You can't beat her. You know this. And
so you want to see my asshole vagina? I love the laugh track perfectly right there.
He's calling you a hooker pretty much.
That's fine.
You've joined the stream. Welcome in, my friend, and thank you for joining.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm not the only purple one now. Holy shit balls.
That's not purple, that's purple.
Carry on. Which purple are you? More to the blue or more to the red? Actually, is the thing with purple. I like royal purple. I like the specific type of purple.
I think he's more to the blue because it looks more darker blue.
Yeah, mine's brighter purple a little bit. His is darker purple. It looks like. It all depends on what I'm wearing.
Oh, hail the
I am Bearded Light, the unhinged raccoon. I'm actually down here in North Carolina.
Oh, snap. Know where Fort Jackson is?
Yep, that's on the other side. I'm over on the western side of the state.
Nice. All right, so he is the raccoon, where we have every different animal sigil as you notice for the chaotic minds. Chris is a ogre, or orc, sorry, but an orc, but it's technically an orc bear. He's a bear orc. Goddamn
Wait,
bird.
which animal am
So
I?
we officially got our own fast.
You're a llama, you son of a whore. How dare you not know your own animal?
Praise the Omnisire.
Ives a bunny. Thunderbase.
To be honest, llama more looks like an alpaca.
Right. And then Fenrir, wait, well, you're the Viking dead man. It works.
I'm just a fuck up.
No, you're the Ghost Rider Viking. There we go. We'll make him a Ghost Rider Viking kind of style. That'd be kind of cool for a Dark Hero story. How dare you, Thunderbase. All right, keep going with the video, though.
Because of the feminist liberation movement, where women are now more unfaithful, more liberal, and don't know what they want. This leads them to make more mistakes and eventually hit the wall. Today we'll be watching.
Yeah, they did hit a
Husband
wall.
kicks out his cheating wife after discovering
into a
her
wall with the
secret
counter once and
messages.
broke my nose.
We're going to be doing that with animation real soon. But even better.
As a single mom of 3 kids, I will not be dating men that have kids.
So you want a +1, but comes with a +3?
You guys are not to be taken seriously. Nobody wants you because your baby mama left you for a reason.
But they supposed to take you serious with a whole daycare in the background.
If you are not licking the fucking floor that I walk on,
Like
Wait, what?
right
What did
there
you
saying, her first thing right there pissed me off is that, oh, you got to date me with my 3 kids, but you can't have any kids.
What's wrong with her? Really, like it's. Do they not understand the story?
And they have kids. It's more preferable. You guys ever watch the Brady Bunch? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
There was some fucked up stuff in it, though. I love the Brady Bunch. Great.
I mean, sometimes there's a reason why the woman leaves the guy, and it's not always what people thinks.
Yeah.
Or maybe the reason why they left is because of you, not because of the guy.
Yeah, well, sometimes
I wasn't. From what I'm seeing from this video, I could see why her husband left her.
What I don't understand is how can you expect a guy to want you when you've got kids if you ain't gonna accept him if he's got kids?
Look, I've accepted all 7 of my kids. I haven't been back since I dropped them off 3 years ago, but she accepted them nonetheless.
Damn it, Llama! What the fuck?
No, Llama forgot the milk.
Damn it! That's why I don't have no time.
All right.
That's also why there's no milk in their house.
Damn it, Llama!
you are not like, my standards are so much more higher now than before I had kids, which is fucking insane.
No.
So
Your
if you wanna be
standards
with
are
me, you're gonna have to be a
psychotic.
stepdad of 3 kids.
Yeah.
I have 2 boys and a little girl, and my kids are fucking bad.
Now that sounds like single for life.
Girls asking for equality, but then when equality
I know
comes,
what dating.
they reject it. Like it doesn't make
Sounds
sense.
like she needs to
That's
work
always
on
the girls, though.
herself.
Sometimes it's the guys, but mostly it's the girls lately in times because men have the control of relationships. Girls have the control of sex. And you understand it works together. It's fucked up thing, but it's true.
Somebody with kids, and I don't fucking want it. I don't want none of the drama. I don't give a fuck about your baby mama. If you're gonna be a stepdad, you are gonna have to pay for some of my kids'
Your
things.
baby mama drama.
If you,
I don't care about your baby mama drama, but you have to deal with my baby mama drama. Like I've dated women that had like 4 or 5 kids, and I was a stepdad for a while. And boy, howdy,
You could be my
was it stressful
stepdaddy.
times. You're not my dad. You can't punish me. And you're going, oh.
Llama, I worry about you.
Hey,
Damn it, Mama, what'd you do?
I said you could be my stepdaddy, and then I called you stepdaddy mayhem.
It could have happened.
Now he wants no milk in his house.
Oh wow!
Look, I already gave him a
Watch
beer.
this episode. Oh God! I'm gonna get a random text.
Take that.
No!
Tonight's episode brought to you by Raspberry Ale.
Role of a stepfather, you have to pay for some of their things. There's just no.
No, I'm not.
There's just no way that you're just gonna be my partner and not a father figure for them. You know.
Why is the dad not helping pay for anything?
Okay, I think she needs to go to the hospital, get her head checked.
Because
Where's your baby daddy? Why isn't he paying and stepping up and being the man about this? Why are you two divorced? And don't tell me it's just some bullshit of, oh well, you know, we got divorced because of that. No, it was that you went fucking psycho on him or something.
Well, I did go psycho on one, but there was a logical reason on that one.
Like what is it? Like these girls don't like. I've dated girls of all different categories, all different shapes, all different sizes, all different races, and boy, howdy, was it fun! But it was crazy, and the Latina girls. I'll let you know that there's some of the best in some ways. They're also some of the craziest. 100% They're crazier.
First of all, just because somebody pays for something does not make them no father figure. And they came out your cooch. Your responsibility.
What she said.
You ask yourself, what are you gonna bring to the table, Lindsay? What are you gonna? My fucking love and affection, bitch, and my fucking time. Like that's what I'm gonna bring to the fucking table. You're gonna fucking be with me because you love me, not because you have to use me for your benefit. Like I am traumatized.
But you can use him for your benefit.
So
it is an equal playing field. It goes both ways. You work with each other on that. That's what pisses me off right there. Is you have to do
All
this.
It sounds like to me is she ain't looking for love. She's looking for money.
So here's a thought.
Looking for a sugar daddy. She's not looking for a husband. She's looking for a sugar daddy.
So here's a thought.
Yeah.
If the roles were reversed, and if a guy had a kid, would you expect the woman to help pay for every single thing, or would they, or if the woman was willingly helping you out? How would you feel about that?
I mean, if the woman's willing to help you out, that's one thing. But most guys that I know and how most men, it's just ingrained in them naturally is to work and take care of everything and pay for shit. And there are those lazy ones I've met. I have met them. I have family that are. It's horrible. But they will sit there and do nothing and expect to pay. But there's the ones like me that will work until I'm dead. I will do anything and everything to make sure my family is taken care and paid for before I am. When I get paid, the first thing I do, 90% of my money goes right to them, if not most of it, if not all of it. And I'm like, here, this, and I can pay for my freaking D&D stuff. And that's
okay, so like, yes, I have kids, but if I had ever gotten in a relationship or back or whatever, I would not expect a guy to pay for everything. But if he says, okay, you came as a family, let me help you out, let me buy, I will be reluctant.
Yeah, if he's offering, that's one thing, yeah.
So Ives, dinner on Sunday? We
sure.
Go Dutch.
With halfsies?
Yeah, they both said at the same time, just different ways. Go Dutch, go halfsies.
I should have said commando.
I mean,
is that actually a thing? Because like, I know of the thing of commando meaning no underwear, but does that mean something?
In my case, it can either be without underwear or I wear full camo so she doesn't see me coming.
Or the camel toe. I can have
a sniper out from the distance.
Fuck it, I'll wear the.
I can just see it now. I was just going to the restaurant all nice and looking, and Lama's just sitting in the bushes in a ghillie suit, just with a rifle, going, "Is she coming?"
And we're all standing there behind him, all dressed in camo, going, "Why did you ask us to come here in camo?"
So she wouldn't see you guys while you guys watch me take her out.
I would just look at you, like, Llama, I'm not sitting here for hours to watch you eat dinner with Ives.
Wait, who said anything about dinner?
And he looks back, and Ives punching him in the face, taking the gun from him, and pistol whipping the shit out of him.
Man, I wish I still had that image.
Ives punching the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Wait, you don't
remember.
have it anymore?
It was like a few weeks ago. Well, I was doing a cleanup because I have so many images. I don't know why. I don't know how I accumulate so many.
I know exactly how and why and when and where.
If that scenario that Henry was saying did happen, I would be video.
So wait, is the llama's story gone then?
Oh no, that still exists somewhere.
I was gonna say I didn't save that one.
Yeah, like I was rearranging stuff. So like that. Let's see,
That's
podcast. Random? No, it's not random. I mean, the folder itself is full of random images. It's the political one. Okay, yep, it's right here. I still got that. I need to finish that one of these days.
Oh boy.
Podcast pictures. Do I have Ives knocking him out? No, sadly. Damn it.
But do you have Ives knocking him up?
No, I can try.
Is it in? Do I still have it in downloads? Let's. Oh.
Get on with it.
This is what happens
We're just not gonna fucking.
Good luck with that, because I don't think nobody is shopping on the clearance rack for a family.
Oh damn! I love how she put that. Nobody's shopping on the clearance rack for a family.
So
no, you're not wrong. You can't make this shit up. This is literally legit. Like, this is what people do.
There you go.
Oh God!
There it is. She got it. All right. Let's... I was trying to find it, but Llama found it. Damn it, Llama! Whack! Oh God! Oh God!
I remember seeing this.
Llama, what did you do to her that day?
What?
I mean, I'm sure it was justifiable.
Now I'm gonna have Sonia sew you up a llama outfit.
Don't be mad at us. It was funny. Damn it, Llama!
First 30 seconds of a guy meeting a girl. The guy will instantly put this girl into one of the three different categories. We're gonna go over them. Don't ask me where I learned this. I just know this stuff. So I guess this is more educational for the girls. So number one is not the most ideal. It is kind of like the girl that he would only hook up with. He meets you and he's like, I would only be seen with you in a dark room. He doesn't want to see you out in public. You are literally in the category that he sees you after hours. He will only be seeing you from the hours of 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., unfortunately. The second one is, it's like the dating / girlfriend category. So that's like, this is one above. And basically he meets you and he's like, this girl has potential. I could definitely go out with this girl a couple more times. I like this girl. I could definitely see myself dating this girl. She could be a good girlfriend. And then the third category, he meets you and he's like, this is my wife. This is wifey. This is the mother of my children. You're probably like, well, it takes more than just 30 seconds to know, how you feel about someone. Honestly, I feel like guys just kind of know what category they put you in.
No,
but then there's that like...
If you did know, you'd already have found the right man by now. You'd have already been married. You'd already have kids. You'd already be happy. But you're not. You're still looking and you're making TikTok videos and stuff like that instead, because you're looking for the 0.001% of men that exist in the world that are over 6 foot, that have well over 6 figures, with over 6 inches plus of cock, with 6-pack abs or more.
Look, I'll show you my 8 inches minus 6 of those.
No, I don't need to see that.
All of those categories
get demonetized.
Plus for certain things, but nonetheless, and technically, if you're talking 6 figures for me, I am like action figures.
Wait a minute. When did we get monetized?
Right?
Wait, you guys are being...
And where's my cut?
Why am I
Oh
always broke?
shit! I'm supposed to be divvying that up with you guys.
Damn it, Llama! You mother! I know where you
look,
were.
I had that disclaimer up my ass.
What's that taste like? What?
I don't even want to know.
Probably tastes like my colon.
It tastes like cock meat sandwich.
Why, your
All
dick
right,
wasn't up there yet?
No thanks.
We'll go a little bit more, and then we're going to shift off to the next thing.
Yeah.
Right above wifey category that no one really talks about, I guess. And that's the dream girl category, where he knows he would drop everything to be with this woman, but the likelihood of being with this woman is very unrealistic and it probably will never happen. He just doesn't really get his hopes up. He just sticks with wifey.
Kind of
But every guy has that dream girl.
How you want to be worshipped?
It's so funny
woman.
because
like that's the thing that these girls they don't understand. They want to have that guy that does anything, everything, and all they want from them. But they want to make that their simp. And the guy that actually they want is the guy that just doesn't give two shits and fucking calls them a hooker or a whore. On that note, though, we're going to go into some lore.
No, that's my turn. Screen share with me.
All right, send it.
All right, I gotta send it. Come share with me.
Okay, it is. All right, Trooper has pulled up this. All right, Trooper, hit it.
Across cultures, humanity has long been fascinated with how it all ends. In Greek mythology, Hesiod describes the different eras of mankind, believing we now live in the Iron Age, an era of decline. But the Greeks also tell of Deucalion and Pyrrha, who alone survive a great flood by climbing into a chest. When the waters recede, they repopulate the earth by throwing stones over their shoulders. In Hinduism, it's believed we're in the Kali Yuga, the fourth and darkest age. At its end, the world will suffer devastating drought and flood before beginning anew. But perhaps the most epic ending belongs to Norse mythology. They foretold of Ragnarok, a fierce battle between the gods and giants that would bring violent destruction. Signs included 3 years of unceasing war, followed by the harshest winter ever known, leading to a final great battle where the old world order would be destroyed, making way for the next. Just how?
So yes, today, since we talked about the beginnings last week, today we're going to talk about the end.
Dun, dun, dun.
Got the middle.
Dum, dum.
All mythologies have a beginning and an end. With the Christian mythology, it's a revelation where Jesus Jesus is the only one who reads from the 7 seals and brings out the 4 horsemen and basically changes and starts a holy war between the Satan and him, and he wins in the end, according to the Bible. In other mythologies, it's fierce battles. Others is just mindless, just destruction, and just everything just ends. Or in the case of the Egyptian, the God who created it all just says, goes, I'm kind of done. Snaps, everything goes back to the way it was. Literally, that is literally how the Egyptians ended their story. It's just like, and Amut just goes, I'm just not feeling this anymore. Just snaps his fingers, and the only person who survives is his son. I forget.
So he gets Zeno, like Zenid from like Dragon Ball.
It's
fucking snaps his fingers and everything just resets.
Well, no, what it does is it returns to the primordial ooze in which it came from.
That's still
so. In other words, he just decides one day, I'm not feeling this no more, and just go, we're done, and it sends it all back. And others like Ragnarok, where in Ragnarok, one thing you have to understand about Ragnarok, all the gods know who is going to die in Ragnarok. because the Norns, they're people who who predict the future and tell prophecies, told them how they were going to die. So not only does Odin die, the major ones like Odin, Freya, Odin, Thor, all these others die during Ragnarok. A series of events is what causes it. Fenrir gets free. All the children of Loki get free and allowed to do
Hey, I am free. What are you talking about?
I knew it.
Fenrir the wolf, not you. What else was there? Basically all the things that the gods created to stop Ragnarok from happening just shattered all at once.
There's one similarity throughout a majority of them, though, and that is the fact that it will take around 3 years for the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that reigns true for a good majority of mythologies.
It is. It does. It usually that, and it's also just mindless sheer destruction. Like it destroys the thing is a lot of people, when you think of the end, you think of that's it, no more. But in some mythologies, like particularly the Buddha and the Hindu and all those, it's actually not a ending per se. It's just that ends that and then just resets it all and starts from beginning. So just continue the cycle. The whole point of Buddhism is that you're trying to escape that cycle of just rebirth, because that's what they do with reincarnation, is that they just reincarnate and depending on how you did. And part of the whole shtick is that you're trying to escape that cycle of rebirth and of birth and rebirth. So in the mythologies is that in the ending mythologies, it all starts it either has something to do with the elements like fire, just like I said, just mindless sheer destruction of everything and everyone, except for those chosen, like in the case of Revelations, except for those chosen few, the true believers. That's pretty much it. It's just like the end. It's depending on which mythology you believe in. It's either going to be an ending of everything, and everything just goes back to the way it was, or it's going to be a change, or just basically a hard reset of the universe.
That's very interesting, because what if it did happen that way?
I mean, anything is possible. Nobody truly knows how the world is going to end.
Well, technically, yes, we do. The sun will destroy the world. When the sun comes to its final length of its life, it will expand and consume Earth.
Well, not just that, but did you actually? There's also in Aztec and Inca religions, that is actually exactly what happens. The current sun just goes away, and the sun goes away, and they sacrifice one of their own to reset the sun and start the next age. So it's like it's literally something happens, a series of events happen that changes everything, that starts over from a new Eden.
Oh my God.
I didn't do it. Did I do it?
Lies.
All right, so was that it for lore for this week?
Yes, it is.
All right, that was pretty cool. As we had the beginning and now the end of what some people see as shut up, cicadas.
Never.
Look, cicadas have lived the best life. Sleep for 17 years, wake up, scream for 24 hours, and
I've
die.
got this video.
All right, scream, breed, die screaming after, going,
Hold on. I
Yeah.
heard a word in there that I liked. I heard 2 words in there I like: breed and sex. Let's go.
No
So I
sex
brought up this
videos.
video. This is Today in History.
All right.
August 26, 1920. The 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution takes effect, giving women the right to vote. Carrie Chep and Cat was one of the leaders in the women's suffrage movement.
Women's suffrage is a long story of hard work and heartache. At least 1,000 legal enactments were necessary, and every one was a struggle against ignorant opposition.
2003. Investigators pinpoint what caused Space Shuttle Columbia to disintegrate on re-entry. Damage from falling debris during the launch. Scott Hubbard is a member of the Shuttle Accident Investigation Board.
Oh, isn't that the one where the
falling foam impacted the leading edge of the wing?
No, that was the Challenger one.
Reach ultimately led to the destruction of the orbiter.
But investigators also conclude NASA's overconfident management and inattention to safety contributed to the loss of Columbia and its 7-person crew. And 1974. Aviator Charles A. Lindbergh, who made the first solo nonstop flight across the Atlantic Ocean, dies at his home in Hawaii. He was 72. Today in history, August 26th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Yeah, blows my mind. So, what do you guys have to say about that history check?
I was actually glad the suffragette movement happened because they if I actually did a class about the suffragettes, and the suffragettes are some really badass ladies.
Yeah, there were some pros and cons that they didn't realize. And the thing is that still makes it unfair is they didn't have to register still for the military and stuff like that. The voting right thing is more of, it should be to the actual proud Americans and people that are trying to say they're American just to vote a certain way for control. And that's where we're having the issue. I think there should be a new amendment where it's now more just people get the voting right by actually proving you're an American citizen and going through a class, not just people being, of certain sex or just because they're there. But those are my thoughts. Everybody has their own. I agree with some of the stuff, and I don't agree with a lot of the stuff because we're having a lot of problems now because certain people voting a certain way for a long time in a very bad way just because. But still cool. All right, on that, what's the next thing we have here for Thunder Bay?
And with that, we are going to move on to scam protection and safety tips, or safety tips and scam protection, however you want to say it.
You know what? I normally will do stuff here, but you know what? Once upon a time, Bearded Light was chairman of a safety team. So I'm going to just drop this on his lap for fun and profit.
Why are you going to drop it on my lap?
Because last time I dropped my ass on your lap, you yelled at me.
Well, because you didn't wait for things to move.
Well, how was I supposed to know they didn't move?
What did I just come into? What is going on?
Well, see, that's what I was trying to get him to do, is come into it. God.
Oh my God, damn it. Wow, what the
fuck? So last night I actually got one of those scam calls. They were trying to claim they were from Cash App, and they wanted to reset my login information. So what they did was they called me, and they used an automated system in which pretty much they want you to press 1 to because it does the whole if this isn't you or press 1 to change your whatever. And now if you press 1, it sends you the PIN code, and then they want you to punch in the PIN code to sit there so they can get access to your account. So if you ever get contacted by any organization whatsoever about your stuff being hacked, listen to what company name they're saying. If you have an account with them, just hang up the phone, go and call them back directly. Like, don't call the number that called you. Like, actually go find the number that you have access to reach out to your customer service for that business and contact them yourself. Don't do they called you. They're trying, because a lot of these some of these scams are actually getting pretty good at sounding legitimate and whatnot.
Another thing I'd like to add on to that is one of the new scams are silent calls. You'll get a call from an unknown number or whatnot. You pick up the phone, you say, hello, who's there? Hello. And then you hang up. But by saying hello, who's there, by saying all of that, they've recorded your voice and they can put your voice into an AI cloner. And they can clone your voice, and then they'll call your mom and have it say, Mom, I'm in trouble. I need money. Send it here. That's a whole, going along the lines of, trying to scam, with accounts and things like that. Scams have gotten so advanced lately.
It's insane.
That you really have to be careful about, what's going on. They also can spoof the number. I actually got called by Navy Federal from their number, and it was a scam. So it's vigilance that really just needs to, kind of go across on all that. You got to know who you're talking to, and like Llama said, who they're calling from. Say, I'll call back, hang up, and then call that company directly.
Oh, don't even say you're calling back.
Right.
Like, just listen for the company name they say they're calling from. Just hang up the phone and call yourself. Do not call the number that popped up on your phone, just in case like they actually called you from a number they're using. Because a lot of these places, they sit there and will use whatever number. They'll hope that you have to use their scare tactic that makes you answer their questions. Like, never, ever verify your information with a number that called you.
Right.
I wasn't kidding. This is totally your segment now. Have fun.
It's not my segment.
It is for tonight. Safety tips.
Why you got to throw me up there?
Yeah, I got to put somebody under the bus.
Now.
I did enough driving for one day. Oh my God! Speaking of buses, so I was doing a delivery the other day.
Who's this?
This is Bearded Light.
He's a raccoon. Can't you tell?
Yes. No, not. Look at the chat.
Which chat are we looking at?
The Pulling Haltor EB.
Oh, that is a bot. You are going bye-bye.
I was asking which chat he was talking about. Anyway, so I had a fun moment, speaking of throwing people under the bus. I was doing a delivery with a semi-truck and whatnot out on a busy-ass road in Detroit. And apparently I was parked like 15 feet just past the bus stop. Bus pulls up. I sit there and ran over to the bus driver. I looked in the door and go, haha, the tables have turned. You are stuck behind me, and then ran off. And this girl was like early 20s, just busting up laughing.
I bet you made her day. And because you made her giggle, you made her cheeks jiggle that night. She thought about you.
She was sat pretty firm in that chair. I don't think they were jiggling too much there.
Damn, Llama. I was hoping that she could jiggle.
Maybe a little wiggle.
She was actually just laughing at the thought of Llama running.
I like the thick ones.
I mean, I would have been going slower, but that laugh got me that extra spurt of going forward. Like every time I'd inhale, it pulled me forward.
Yeah, he finally got
and
past
then the fart going out the other end.
It wasn't an inhale. It was a gas. It was like
Yeah, no, I inhaled deeply. It pulls me forward, and then it went out the other end and pushed me away.
Damn it, Llama! What the fuck? Anywho, anything else from scam protection, threat protection, or anything else like that, or safety tips?
Don't eat yellow snow.
Oh, jackasses! Please, when you're driving, stop fucking texting while driving.
Oh God, yeah, no, I had so many people ignoring my fucking blinker.
Stop
today
tailgating people. It's dangerous.
I got one for you because I drive at night. Turn off the high beams when you're approaching oncoming traffic.
Yes, because that is actually illegal. It is actually illegal to drive with your high beams on when an oncoming vehicle is approaching.
Yep.
I need to remember my dear.
Yerp.
But on that note, Thunderbase Studios.
It's time for celebrity birthdays.
Hip hip.
And we are going to be starting on August 20th. We're going to get that started off with pop singer and actress Demi Lovato, best known for her roles in Camp Rock, as well as in Sunny with a Chance.
I got one. How about Andrew Garfield, 43, best known for his role as Spider-Man.
Yes.
Also, he also
I
did a
got
movie. He also did a movie as called Hacksaw Ridge, where he played a man who received the Medal of Honor. I think he did really well in that movie.
I got one. Rapper from the group Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst.
Wow, Fred Durst. Wow, I enjoy.
I guess he did it all for the nookie.
Nice.
Well, he has a Limp Bizkit. He can't really do the nookie.
What's the date again? We're on
20th.
20th.
Thank you. I should have just looked right there at the famous guy. All right. We'll get one more, and then we'll shift to the next day.
Yep, I was actually just about to say that.
All right. Who has one? If not, I got one right here.
Go ahead.
I got Isaac Hayes, 1942 to 2008 soul singer.
Ooh,
Good one.
nice. All right, so we are going to move on to the 21st now. We're going to get that started off with actress Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, you just took mine.
Passed away
R.I.P.
in
gal.
2026. Just on the 16th, 5 days before her birthday. That's sad.
Damn. I got one Ethel. Carterham. Yeah, Ethel Carterham. 117 years old, still kicking. Supreme Centurion.
Super Centurion.
Wow, I'm retarded. Super
I got
Centurion.
one.
British woman. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I got one.
I got one.
Swords Tank Clan.
I got 2 inches.
Of System of a Down. And damn it, Llama.
Damn it, Llama. Oh my god.
I'm counting it. You guys said it at 2 different
of,
times.
of System of a Down.
I love System of a Down. All right, Chris, do yours. I'm going to shift to the next one.
How about Kenny Rogers? I'm Kenny Rogers, and I'm from Jackass. Anyway, he died March 20th, 2020, at the age of 81. Oh, close. No, I was kidding. He was a 5 platinum and 3 platinum representation of. He's a country music singer. That's all I know. I just wanted to use the Kenny Rogers. from Mad TV.
All right. Before we actually move on to the next one, we are not skipping this one. The one, the only Usain Bolt, 40 years old.
Who's that?
He is known as the Lightning Bolt, the fastest runner from Jamaica.
Oh, is he the one from the the Jamaican bobsled team?
No, he's a runner.
Well, so was they.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usain Bolt is a track.
Mhm.
Star.
I think Daniel was
I
talking
watched
about him
it,
being a
so I-
hooker.
so I wouldn't know.
No,
Damn it,
when Usain Bolt is the one that caused the whole meme. When you see someone running fast, you say, "Hey, there goes Usain Bolt!"
And we're doing celebrities' birthdays for tomorrow.
We're going all the way
Three birthdays up until
But
today.
we are moving on to August 22nd.
Hold on,
okay, up
DJ.
till today.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one.
We
for
do
the
from like
22nd.
last Thursday up to today.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay. For the 20s.
And this one's a 2-for-1. This one's a 2-for-1. Jimmy
20.
and Jay Uso.
You gotta wait.
Oh, sorry.
Gotta wait.
Little premature there, aren't you?
That's the way of my life. I mean, what?
Wait, what? Damn it, Finner! I got a counter for you.
No, fuck that. Only I get a counter.
Well, I was gonna kick your ass, Finner.
Forced Dom comes late after
And then dips late, and then
Llama,
dips early.
and now I get more damage than Llama now.
Dun dun dun. All right, Thunderbase.
We're gonna start off with Dua Lipa, pop singer, EDM artist.
All right, then we got the Uso brothers that Fenrir was mentioning that are 41.
Yeet.
What do you guys have as well?
No yeet.
Eat.
No yeet.
Eat.
No yeet.
Eat.
What are you eating, motherfucker? All right, you guys. No one got one. I got one. If you guys don't have one, right here we have Andrew Wilson, 62, TV actor, and Luke Owen, Bottle Rocket, father figures comedy. He was in a role in 1992 German TV movie called Das Letztes U-Boot. Interesting. Mama, you might know that one.
What?
All right, Thunderbase, any more before we shift out to the next day?
Let's move on to August 23rd. We are going to start that off with
I thought we were on the
Kobe Bryant,
We were. We just shifted to 23rd.
former member of the Lakers, died in 2020, and I think
Yes,
wasn't
it is I, the Kobe Bryant.
I got
wasn't
one.
it a plane crash that he was in that caused his death?
Helicopter.
Has one right here. Hayden Pinches. Nice to meet you. We have a 36. She's actually known for heroes. Yeah, that was crazy that she died.
I got one.
And Dom.
Go ahead.
Hey,
He
be
got
nice,
chat.
Dom.
He's laughing at you. Dom's laughing at you through the internet. Oh, and
died at the age of. Hang on.
happy birthday to your daughter. Yes. You're welcome to jump back in whenever you're ready.
Yeah, you
Died
too,
at the
Dom.
age-
Jump back in.
Died at the age of 23.
He was
I got
having
one.
technical difficulties. He was explaining on the private
got
chat.
one.
He kept having echo problems and bouncing around. And we'll update Dom. Don't worry. I got a spare headset I can give him until we update more. I just gotta get to him.
I got
Am
one.
I good to go?
I got one.
Dark Trooper
I got
first,
one.
and then Fenrir. Dark Trooper first.
Right.
How about Barbara Eden? She's 95 years old. Best known for her role as Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie.
Holy shitballs!
And she doesn't look that bad for a 95-year-old lady.
She took care of herself.
I got
All right,
one.
Fenrir.
Died at the age of 23. Movie actor River Phoenix.
Took mine.
He played young Indiana and Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
Nice. All right. Any more
And
before
he's
we
also in Stand By Me.
I haven't watched that in forever. Getting old.
You already knew that.
It's just the next generation I'll go to.
I got one for you.
Yes.
Rock singer Rick Springfield.
Oh, snap.
He's 77 years old.
Wow.
Old guy.
He does not look 77.
Right.
All right.
All right, let's move on to the 24th. As we are going to start that off with Rupert Green, best known as Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
I actually liked him a lot as that character. He played a couple other roles, but
him and Ed Sheeran keep getting confused for being brothers.
He also kept doing drugs, which was the problem. He needed to stop doing. Cool dude, cool actor, but man, calm down on the drugs.
And apparently he's going to be reprising his role as Ron Weasley in the musical The Harry Potter Cursed Child on Broadway.
Yep. He's reprising his role as Ron, and Felton is reprising his role as Draco.
Yeah, I'm torn between these two. I was surprised Thunderbase didn't get that one, but I'll get that one later. But I want this one. Dave Chappelle, 53, comedian and actor. I've watched this guy in so many different things, from the Chappelle Show to what was it? How High or something like that.
I got one.
That one's a good movie.
Yeah,
I got one.
Go ahead.
All right.
Sports executive, 81 years old, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah, that's the one I was surprised Thunderbase didn't take.
Oh no, I got another one I want to do.
I got one.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
How about Hideo Kojima? 63 years old, best known as the designer for the Metal Gear Solid games, Zero to Zone of Eden, and Castlevania, Shadow Lord of Shadows.
Yeah, now I want to pull up my Metal Gear Solid and start playing.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear.
I still got my Xbox ones.
The one I want to do is Alan Walker, EDM DJ and producer.
Yes.
29 years old.
Yay.
He got known for his songs Faded and The Spectre.
Yep. He actually got his start as a royalty-free artist.
Yep. Most DJs actually do get started in either that or in remix DJing.
Thank you, Dom, for that one. All right. Are we on to the next one? Or
Yep, we're going to move on to the 25th, unless anyone else has one more.
I have one more.
Go
I
ahead.
have 7 more.
Wrestler Rocky Johnson.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's father.
Yes.
He actually told a story. Oh no, I think it's somebody else. Never mind.
Yep. Born August 24th, 1944. Died January 15th, 2020.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
All right. Thunderbase.
All right, we're going to move on to the 25th now. And we are going to get that one started with country singer Billy Ray Cyrus. He's 65 and best known for his cover of Achy Breaky Heart.
I got one.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Damn it, Llama. No.
I got one. How about Sean Connery?
All you do, man. I appreciate you.
How about Sean Connery?
Name's
Died
Bond.
October 31st, 2020, at the age of 90. Best known for his role as being the very first James Bond and being the captain in the Hunt for Red October, and in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah,
Junior.
And
I
League
got
of
one.
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I got one. Movie director Tim Burton made classics as Alice in Wonderland, Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Corpse Bride, and Edward Scissorhands, and
Not forget Beetlejuice.
We could spend an hour just on movies he's made alone.
Tim Burton, big fan of. I own almost
He
every
also
movie.
brought one of the Batman series as well.
Yep.
Yes.
The two of the Batman series, 2 Batman movies.
He's awesome.
I say series. I say series meaning multiple movies.
We're gonna do some weird shit like he does, and I can't wait. We got some ideas out there, guys, girls, and squirrels. All right, got here. The down the line, Sage.
Okay.
All right, August 25th, Shannon.
Do 2 more before we switch.
All right, and then we'll shift. Let's see. Daniel took the one that I wanted to do. No, I got one right here. Keel Mitchell, 48, TV actor.
Keenan and Keel.
Yep. With Keenan Thompson, Nickelodeon, all of that. Keenan and Keel, Good Burger 2. Game Shakes. I love
the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I love that in part 2 there was this whole thing that carried on from part 1, and they still look so damn young, and how they acted, and how he like ended up with a wife with a bunch of kids, and he lived the dream I wanted to do: own a restaurant, have a wife with a bunch of kids, and my own little business or whatever, a nice big house, and just be happy as hell with just I have all this. I'm happy.
Does that mean that he is Bob Burgers?
I mean, I would love to live like Bob Burger. I would love to have like a house building, and the restaurant's downstairs, the house upstairs, and I'm always on time for work.
It doesn't always work that way. My shop is downstairs, and I haven't even been down there today. I got to work.
All right. I just need to, like, if I want to make myself a burger, I'll go down there and start making a burger. Guy be sitting there like, hey, man, I want to order number 3 with a side of fries and a shake. And I'm like, shit, I'll just come down here and get some munchies, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. All right, you get a special.
All right, one more.
Yeah, I got one for you.
All right.
Alexander Skarsgård.
That's a big fucking name.
Yep. He is the brother to Bill Skarsgård, the guy that played Pennywise in the newest hit.
The new
Alex. That's the live action The Legend of Tarzan movie.
Yep, he was in The Legend of Tarzan. He also played Eric Northman in True Blood.
Nice.
All right, now let's move on to August 26th. We're going to get that started off with movie actor Macaulay Culkin, 46 years old. Best known as his role in Home Alone. He's also in Uncle Buck, My Girl, and Richie Rich.
My Girl.
Don't even talk to me about My Girl. I am so traumatized from that movie.
Wait, really? He was? I didn't know that. Thank you, Sage.
He was the guy that got killed by being stung by all those bees.
Yep,
his glasses. He can't see without his glasses.
Yep, she went all nuts and stuff. Yeah, I remember that movie, man. That traumatized the shit out of me because kids' name was
From what
Henry.
I heard, one of his
I've never seen it.
Did an interview about him, and apparently he didn't know how to drive when they were together. She basically had to do everything for him.
Oh wow! All right, so I got one right here. Mike. I got one right. Mike Coulter, 50 years old.
I got one.
Actor. I'm a big fan of this guy for Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, The Defenders, Halo, a franchise, as Leonard Bishop, and The Good Wife. I enjoyed this guy. This guy's real cool. All right, who had one?
No, Henry took mine.
Thank you. What'd you say?
I got one.
Henry took mine.
You're welcome. I'm a Marvel fan. You know this.
I got one.
Yep.
DC actor and Star Trek actor Chris Pine.
Ooh,
good one.
Yeah, he played as the soldier in DC. I'm like, DC actor. What did he play as?
He was Steve in Wonder Woman. He was Steve Trevor.
Yeah, he was a soldier. And I had to remember it. And then he plays in part 1 and 2. 1 in actually playing character 2 as being a possessed body, which I feel so bad that she technically was raping another guy the whole time. That guy woke up with my dick and balls are empty and my fucking crotch hurts. Man, who fucked me this hard? Jeez, where did this tattoo come from? What do you mean I love Wonder Woman? What is going on? What is this up my ass?
I do have one more for this.
That one's for you,
And
Ives.
Ives?
I was cracking a joke. I was cracking a joke to her from the Wonder Woman. Go ahead.
NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson died in 2020 at the age of 101. So she not only is a renowned physician and mathematician, but she also died a centurion.
That's a goal, man. That's a goal. To hit to 100 or over.
A lot of my want to be an astrophysicist came from seeing her work.
Nice. All right, let's do one more, guys.
Yep.
Who do you guys got? Anybody have one? Give me a couple seconds. What about Brett Cullen, 70 years old, TV actor. Dark Knight Rises, soapbox opera Falcon Chess, also played in Estridge, father of Tim Riggins on the television series Friday Night Lights in 2013.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on to today. That was today. So
that was today.
Happy birthday to those and to those that we may have missed. But at this point, it is time we move on to, well, let's put it up for a vote. Movies or games?
Games.
We didn't do movies last
chat
week.
Say as well.
We didn't do movies last week. We did games last week.
I say movies.
Because I know a game that Henry is going to really, Mr. Hartman's going to really like.
True. But I'm really torn on the whole movie thing right now, too. Let's see what.
Put it up to the chat. Hey, chat, what do you want to see? Do you want to see us do a section of gaming, or would you like to see us do a section of movies?
We'll give them a good 30 seconds or so. I don't want to be a dick and just jump my stuff in there. No. See the chat just pop something up.
I thought you was good at stuffing your stuff in there.
Sage says, let's do movies.
Guess Sage for movies. Let's do movies. Yeah, let's do movies, guys, girls, and squirrels. All right.
We haven't done that one in a moment. So here we are. It is movie night.
So, for movies, what have you guys seen recently, and what is a movie you like when you were younger?
Actually, I had a good topic for this.
Okay, go.
With Dolly Parton and Hayden Panettiere and Tim Curry now dying, what's the movies you think of when you think of them?
Clue.
Dolly Parton, 9 to 5 for Tim Curry, Clue, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And what was the other one?
Hayden Panettiere.
Who?
She was Corby in Scream.
What's the one with the little whorehouse? With
Oh, she's the blonde. I'm thinking of Heroes.
Yeah, she was from Heroes too.
Yeah, she's in Heroes.
Yeah, I know her from Heroes mostly, and I knew her for some of her voice acting.
She was Dot in A Bug's Life.
And then, how did she die?
Suspicious cause. They
still haven't figured it out. It right now has been opened up to a criminal case. very
probably an assassination or something.
Well,
Or
considering she just spoke out about being placed in a bed for someone to be used on a boat, then Netflix releases a biography about her within a month after she's dead. It seems like anytime someone speaks out, they're dead.
I think it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
But when I wasn't really a fan of Dolly Parton, but with Tim Curry, I think of Muppets Treasure Island, and I think of there was another one he did, Pennywise, obviously.
Dolly Parton by Sage.
And then Hayden Panettiere, Scream. She was Corby, and she was the coach's daughter in Remember the Titans.
For Dolly, there are a couple that I actually like: 9 to 5 and Joyful Noise.
I remember the movie where she was in with all these other girls, and it was about Easter and about eggs.
Huh.
Eggs.
But with Tim Curry, I also like
it was called
Rocky Horror, but I also like Ferngully. His role.
You should have
as
watched Clue. You need to watch Clue.
Well, we're forgetting one good Tim Curry movie. We've said all of his good Tim Curry movies, but we've got one.
I think he was also in The Littlest Witches.
He was also in Home Alone.
What about Legends?
Yeah, what about Legends?
Legends. It's a dude. You, out of all people, Thunderbase, need to watch Legends.
Yeah, what, Clue?
No, Clue and Legends. Like, Legends straight up. Like, they're both older. Tim Curry's best bad guy role was Legends.
And for anyone that doesn't know, Tim Curry was the original voice of Joker in the Batman animated series before Mark Hamill took it over.
And he was also in the Wild Thornberries too.
Yep, he was Nigel.
Yep.
He's very cool character. Too bad he had a stroke is what messed him up. If he didn't have a stroke, he would have still been going.
Better question for Tim Curry. Which of the movies was better for him of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Because there's two of them.
The
we're
one
talking
with
about the movie.
The
There's
movie.
there's two Rocky Horror Picture Shows. They remade it. He was in the remake, but not.
Yeah, he was the narrator. He
took over the role of narrator in the newest one, but the original one, he was Frankenfurter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's which one did you guys like him better in?
Truthfully, Frankenfurter was his best role. The narrator, he was trying too much to be like the original narrator of Rocky Horror. In my opinion, his role as Frankenfurter was just better.
Much better.
Although Pennywise, he was good as Pennywise. It wasn't like the book, but he made it his own.
Yeah. Tim Curry is the reason I had a fear of clowns growing up.
You know, that would make a lot of
He's
sense.
the reason my sister hates clowns.
Yeah.
I ended up actually getting her one night. It actually led me to find out about a clown movie, a clown horror movie that actually is just downright terrible, and I would not recommend it. You could tell it's fake, 100%. And that is the movie.
What, the original It with Tim Curry? It was from the 80s.
No, the one I'm talking about is Mr. Jingles.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, I remember Terratoons. That was one of the worst B movies ever seen. The only reason I gave it 1+ at all was because there was boobs involved and titties. I can't be arguing with. But
my favorite
B movie, no,
would have to be The Green Inferno.
I love The 13th Warrior, but that's one of my favorite movies. It doesn't have Tim Curry in it though.
All right. Any other things for movies before we get moving?
We have comments from Dom. Has been shared on the screen. Yeah, he had a stroke in 2012. Did
Tim,
mostly.
I don't know. Hang on. Let's ask. Let me ask you guys something. Did you like Tim Curry better as an on-screen actor or as a voice actor?
On screen.
He did
On screen. The only voice acting I know
Oh,
of him would have to be Sludge from Fern Gully. That is the only voice acting I know of him.
What about
He,
Nigel from the
he
Wild
did.
Thornberries?
One of the voice actors he did was in the game Brutal
Didn't
Legends
talk
as the
much of that.
main antagonist. As he was the I forget what his name was, but he was
Wasn't he also in one of the Kingdom Heart games?
he was a villain.
Didn't he voice? Didn't he
he
voice
did
a
a
character
very
in the
good
Kingdom Heart
villain.
games?
I almost want to say he's Radigan, but I know I'm probably wrong about that.
Just got to double
I
check.
had to talk to my buddy. He's a big Kingdom Hearts guy.
Nice. On that, we're gonna go into a Warhammer.
It is time for Warhammer.
I already screen shared with you, Henry.
Yep, I see it. After intro, it will be popped up. Oh, right. All right, guys. Go.
Tasted of ash and the failure of mankind. Outside the immense walls of the Lion's Gate, the traitor tide was an unbreakable, suffocating mass. Then the static of the bombardment was pierced by a different sound. It was the low, furious howl of the wind. I saw Jakati Khan. He moved with impossible speed, a blur of white armour, his blade leaving silver trails. His body was poisoned by the foul magic of his brother Mortarion, but his spirit was utterly unbent. The Khan didn't fight for stone walls or endless static laws. He fought for the principle of absolute freedom. Horus built cages, and the White Scars were the storm that was sent to tear them down. They did not charge enemy lines head on. That was the way of the slow. They flowed around them. Jet bikes became arrows, hitting the enemy flanks and command centres with blinding, impossible strikes that shattered formations before they could even turn to fight. They were the counterpunch, the phantom hammer that bought the defenders a vital, impossible day. He saved the gate, he bought humanity time. When the chaos settled, the Khan stood wounded, exhausted, but he had won the battle. He had held the line. The White Scars had given everything for an Imperium that would forever misunderstand them, but the victory was a hollow thing. The Khan knew the fight for order would never truly end. The wind was free for now. The hunter had done his job, and now he was ready to ride again. The air on Terra tasted of ash.
That's hardcore.
Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the White Scars. Well, the White Scars, their Primarch being Chagatai Khan, which has not been returned. He has not returned to the setting yet. Anyway, go away. Their home planet of Trikoris, which is basically think the White Scars, think Mongolians, and Trikoris is basically think of Trikoris as basically the plains of in Mongolia, because it's lots of tall grass, storms, winds, and all that good stuff. And the White Scars originally were around during the unification, during the ending days of the unification of Terra. They pretty much was just the same. They basically think gotta go fast, scouting, hunting, going fast on jet bikes. They would
have been their mascot.
They literally laugh as they're flying their jet bikes and motorcycles. They are a very highly mobile, mechanized chapter. Some of their successor chapters are the Astral Bears, the Dark Hunters, Destroyers, Iron Talons, Jade Scorpions, Mantis Warriors, the Marauders, the Rampagers, Solar Hawks, Storm Lords, Storm Reapers, blah 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 blah. Their current chapter master is the Great Khan Jada Khan. Here's a quote: "If you see us, you are dangerous indeed. But that is not as perilous for you facing. If you cannot see us, and all you can hear is laughter."
So they would be more like the Huns than the Mongols.
Pretty much, yeah. One of the reasons why they are called the White Scars is because during their initiations, they are required to literally cut a scar into their face, and it turns white.
Rare.
What else is there? Like I said, the White Scars don't really go for glory and fight. They just love to fight. They just love to the thrill of the fight. They don't really have like many battle. They have lots of battle, but they don't really.
They're adrenaline junkies.
They're more. They don't really project their their battle honors. They prefer to just let their deeds and their actions speak for them.
Actions speak louder than words. They're not about the words, which I appreciate and respect that kind of people.
One of the things I find most fascinating about the White Scars is that they are very helpful to mortals, to the lesser, the guardsmen, mortals, and others than a lot of the other Space Marine chapters. Like, for example, I believe it was in one of the Gaunt's Ghost books. One of the Gaunt's Ghosts got very badly hurt, and he was a sniper, and he lost his sniper privileges because he couldn't aim. A White Scar Space Marine found out about this. He watched him. He then injected him with a muscle relaxant, and that made his arms steady. So they're very helpful when they want to be. And a lot, if you actually look at some of them they look very Han Mongolian. Lots of like Fen Fu shoes and lots of top knots and whatnot.
So they're pretty much kind of based off the Mongolian strategy of how they attacked and fought in history.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much,
they
yeah.
Go around your defenses and find a way.
They believe that they are very honorable in the sense. During the Horus Heresy, though, in the beginning station, Jagatai and the White Scars were actually very neutral in the beginning portions. In fact, to the point of which that Horus and the Traitor Legions actually tried to recruit them at one point. But Chagatai is a man who makes up his own mind. And he decided, after he visited Prospero, that he would not turn traitor. But during his time on Prospero, half of his legion turned traitor and demanded that he stays with the War Master. While he was on the surface of Prospero, the loyalists and the traitor lead of the White Scars were actually killing each other. It wasn't until he returned and told everybody, stop. And then they stopped, and he cleaned house. And then whatever was left of the White Scars, they went to Terra and held the Lion's Gate, where he fought Montarion. What else is there? Like I said, there's not really much about them. Oh, their librarians are not librarians. They're called Storm Fathers, I think they're called.
Storm Fathers?
Storm All Father.
I think that's what they're called, or Storm Riders, something Storm. My brain's not working right now. Like I said, the Great Khan, Chagatai Khan was known as the Great Khan because he unified all of Chakaras under his banner. But when he was gone, when he left, and when he disappeared through the webway chasing after the Dark Eldar, all that changed. Then they started warring amongst themselves. In fact, the White Scars actually encouraging the wars between them, because that's when they start recruiting afterwards, and recruit from the they actually they have a fortress monastery on Jakaris called Quan Chu or something like that. It's a huge fortress on top of one of the mountains where they actually keep a monitor the wars between the tribes. Yeah, Quan Zhu. Quanzhou. It's a giant fortress.
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou. It's a giant fortress monastery on Chikaris. That in fact there was a story from one of my sources called Baramoth, where the tribe actually knew that the guy his uncle, his nephew, is going to become one of the star hunters, is what they're called on Jakaris. He actually him and his uncle walked up to the fortress monastery where he would never see. The one thing you have to understand about the White Scars is once you start becoming an initiative in the White Scars, you will never see. Most chapters are like that. You will never see your family again. It's pretty. Just kind of blathering on now. Like I said, that's pretty much it. Like, unless you guys have any questions.
They're like Mongolian bikers.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's hardcore.
Jet bikes, motorcycles, tanks. The White Scars are literally like they do their own thing. Like they're loyal to the Imperium without question, but they really kind of do their own thing.
All right. On that note, disclaimer, everybody. I wonder what that tastes like. Cock meat sandwich. Oh, I mean, what? It's the Purple People Party for the people, by the people, of the people. Everybody check it out.
I sent you a video.
Right. And we have the American Bald Eagle and the Llama for the Purple People Party. As you see the two sides of the coin, which side do you choose for the Purple Party? The Free Brave Bird or the Chaotic Cool Llama? Or Chaotic Critical Llama?
So, Henry, who you want to go first?
We have Thunderbase has those up. We can have them go back and forth. I can just open and close yours.
Okay.
Because yours just jumps over, then kicks off by when I choose. Thunderbase, hit it. This is for Nux because they have tried to cancel him like crazy for speaking the truth. Freedom of speech, homies.
Or his version of the truth.
Oh, no.
3 years ago today, they tried to lock up Donald Trump, probably the most impactful man in the world over the last decade. I say probably because I want other people to feel good about themselves when the reality is it's really not even a competition. Well, they tried to jail him. They tried to stop him. They tried to cheat him. They tried to steal elections. They tried to kill him. And here he is, standing tall and orange, above all of his enemies, killing pedophiles in the Middle East the way God intended. The reality is winning the war in Iran. It's definitively, basically won. At this point, we just have to play it out. Hassan Piker is getting called out by the entire Democrat establishment. It is unbelievably cathartic. It's so freaking funny. Oh my God. We got Spencer Pratt going diabolical mode on Lindsey Clancy supporters and commies. Ilhan Omar is getting deported.
He's using my meme.
Probably one of the most generational
Trump is using what I've been saying. What? That'd be crazy if you ran third party, and when you run third party,
like I said, the Purple People Party has been gaining more traction.
You fucking insane. You know what? I approve of this message. It costs $26.50.
Victory days I think we've ever experienced. Both terms combined. Every single person that backstabbed Trump because they didn't like one little detail or another little detail to tell you about Democrats. These people quite literally are not patriots. They hate our country because what happened just today? was unfathomable just a couple of years ago. So lock in, boys and girls. Videos fully demonetized here on YouTube. And if you want to support me, I am live on Kick and on Rumble almost every day. We are cooking all the time, and I have a Patreon where I upload 3 to 4 extra videos every single week. Where if you could support me there, that would be great. But in the meantime, let's get back to this completely free content. That's right. It's a war crime making a Jew work for free. All right. This goes against every fiber of my being.
It's okay, Nux. If we get a share,
Donald knows what he's doing, actually, and everyone was wrong. The Donald tweeted, Iran is completely collapsing, President DJT. And a lot of people are like, you're talking a big game. You're talking a big game, Mr. President. Well, this
Iran
is
is
very
collapsed.
So the Donald reposted a story about the Iranian parliament speaker saying, we are hungry. We cannot survive because their entire economy is shot. They literally can't get any imports. We have the wall of steel that's totally shattering them, right? The people are getting really angry. There's lots of infighting. There's assassinations going on the inside. The military and the political wing are fighting with each other, whether they should totally and utterly surrender or if they should continue trying to fight. And it's really bad on the ground in Iran. I've covered this in the past, so I don't want to get into too many details right now. But the funniest part is this dude's like, we are hungry. We cannot survive. And Donald Trump, without any commentary, he reposts that shit. You see, Benjamin Netanyahu had big orange balls like Donald Trump. And people would be crying about, Palestinians or whatever that weren't able to eat. And he was...
And there's something else he says, and then we can shift to the next video. There's a little bit, just a little bit more, so a couple more minutes ahead.
There, I'm just saying, Benjamin Netanyahu was like, no, that is not true. We are giving them tons of food. We are sending tons of food into Palestine. Then you have Donald Trump being like, fuck yeah.
There we go.
Washington, the president has created the conditions to negotiable as his financial offensive ever percent of it later.
Oh my god, I'm crazy.
And everyone always calls it the Straits of Hormuz. But what about the gays of Hormuz? It's time for Scott Bessent to get involved. And literally, 1 week later,
what about the gays of Hormuz?
He posts this one. President Trump has dismantled Iran's military capabilities, destroyed nearly 100% of its military factories, buried its nuclear program. We are now entering the end game. At dawn begins economic D-Day, the single greatest financial offensive ever marshaled against the adversary. Holy shit. We're literally killing them with a homosexual. Like, insult to injury. The Islamic Republic has...
Now, that's some irony, because in their religion, they throw you off a building and just fucking kill you.
Well, then I guess this D-Day it stands for something completely different.
Dick Day, getting dick down. Now, that'd be fucked up if Trump sent all the gay soldiers on boots on the ground are all gay. So what if he did that? And then all the far left are like, we can't argue with it. Why? Because it's supporting the gay troops that are kicking the pedos' asses. And we have to choose a side. And
the entire left would explode.
They wouldn't know what to do. Like, I'm sitting there thinking it myself, going, wow, that would really be a fuck you. That would be the ultimate, like, they have to support the troops now. Yep. The left would have to. Just all the gay soldiers coming out going, hey, pop, 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 hey. I'm sorry. I have friends that are, and they've told me stories. But damn, that I'm not going to get mad about that. That would be a funny little story or cartoon or comic thing. And I don't know what I would. We might do it if no one else does it.
It would be the biggest middle finger.
It would be, because they can't argue with it. And if they did argue with it, then they're the ones that are completely in the fucking wrong. If they're 100% in the wrong, you can't. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get to that next time. Next video from there.
Now, I just want to make it very clear. Every single person that's coming after the Donald, the Donald didn't do enough. He didn't do enough things because he keeps getting stopped.
Trooper, you have yours ready? Or
yeah, it's already on the screenshot.
All right, let me do that. We'll have yours play first, and then we'll have his play. Here, I'll screen share here. let him play his real quickly, and then
wants to import from Argentina? Yeah, China's rejected it before because of deadly contaminations. Trump recently proclaimed that he's addressing rising beef prices by importing tariff-free beef trimmings from Argentina. But turns out, this beef could kill you. In March, China rejected a 22-ton shipment of Argentine beef because they discovered traces of a dangerous antibiotic, which is considered a carcinogen and linked to blood disorders, which is why it's banned in most countries. The National Cattlemen's Beef Association has also warned that Argentina has a history of foot and mouth disease, which could destroy American livestock if it came into the US. But the US will monitor and test the beef before it comes in, right? Yeah, how's trusting this administration with food safety going for you? You eating lettuce yet? Beyond just creating more food-related crises, the beef imports completely screw over American ranchers, many of whom voted for Trump. When asked about this, Trump said, well, Argentina is fighting for its life and dying. Same could be said of US ranchers, but good to know where your priorities lie. So that...
Yeah, if that was the only thing, it would be one thing, but there's a little more to it than that. He did sign stuff that does have pros and cons, but it's because we don't have enough ranchers to produce certain amounts of proper beef anyways. Is probably the issue why we're importing for a short period of time. But there is pros and cons that they have to all be tested within there first off.
That they're not going to test it. That's the problem.
I believe
that's
they might.
But the U.S. doesn't test their own beef for.
They don't even test their own beef.
So
this might incorporate them to start doing that.
Do it.
If they don't, then there's the issue that they need to correct. And if they don't correct it, and this is some kind of fucked up psyop, and they're trying to poison people, I'm glad that I get my meat already from other areas. And if I'm not, I'm going to go find local dairy farms or cow farms myself, and I'm just going to go and order from them, because me and Llama talked about that stuff, and he has one of those like special little fridges, and we could literally just put a whole damn cow in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, down here in North Carolina, we got all that. There's farms left and right, and we're constantly finding local farms that are, selling off their beef or whatnot.
It's much better.
The Argentinian beef that's being imported, though, is going to be used for like hamburger and things like that, because
that's
our
better than
beef
human
is
meat.
Top steak. That's what our cattle goes for.
Yeah, it's better than the fast food places have been serving human meat. Maybe they're stopping serving human meat, and that's why they're importing these cows for actual meat.
I would be careful with going to the farmers, though, because of the stuff the government has been dropping over farmland a lot lately.
Yeah, poisons,
poisons, pesticides, ticks. Anything.
And for those of you who don't know what hoof and mouth disease is, it's a severely contagious disease for cattle that affects the cattle's and other it's a viral infection that affects their what does it affect? It does not hurt humans, no. It's just strictly animals with hooves, with cloven hooves animals. It only affects them. But the problem is that if they find it in the herd, they have to kill the entire herd. They will kill the entire herd to make sure to stop the spread it. And then the ranchers send out millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands, not millions of dollars, because from that herd, because they can't use the herd gets just destroyed.
That sucks. All right, Ives, you had something to say?
Yeah. This is from being raised on a farm. It depends on how big the farm is. A lot of the times they have to get the product from a particular place that allows them to be able to sell, like let's say the corn or the soybean. So yes, there is restrictions on what the government is telling you what you can and cannot do, but there is a way around this. You find your small farmers, because my family was a small farm that we made money, but we didn't make money like that. Or if you want healthy food, you find a butcher that is a standalone butcher, not like in a big chain marketplace, and get your beef that way. Farmers markets, you can get all your produce there.
Yeah, find your nearest meat shack.
Yeah, it's better off to go local anyways, compared to ordering overseas for food for certain things.
And actually, because again, my family did cattle and sheep and hogs. There is a difference in taste for cattle if it was grain fed or grass fed.
Yeah, and thank you guys for giving us that information. It's always good to know when it comes to that stuff. See, a lot of people didn't know that, and now you know. In a chaotic situation, chaotic minds, people. All right, on that, let's go with Nux for this next one of the magic school bus of deportation. Oh my god.
Killing himself. Candace Owens freaking out, and Tucker Carlson saying, "Now, I just want to make it very clear. Every single person,
Tucker Carlson lost the plot.
he didn't do enough things because he keeps getting stopped by
paid out
leftists, and
real
his
fast.
coalition keeps killing himself. With Candace Owens freaking out, and Tucker Carlson saying he's the Antichrist, and Alex Jones calling for him to be impeached, and all that stuff. I want to make something very clear. Every single person that has been jumping off of the Trump train, you all went splat on the tracks, because today we have seen unfathomable W's. First things first, Donald Trump confirmed ICE proceedings against Ilhan Omar over alleged fraud. Just when you think you're out, he pulls you back in. He just back in. All right, you don't understand the level of W's that we are witnessing on a daily basis, every single day, and today especially. So, President Trump has ordered your deportation. Ilhan Omar, you have to go.
Yeah,
It keeps
free
getting better,
room.
though. President Trump dropped this post on Truth Social. If you hate Western civilization, you don't deserve to live in it. He is cooking. Now, we defunded USAID through Doge. Right, that was awesome. Obviously, through Doge, we obliterated USAID, and all of a sudden, they can't fund the protests anymore against ICE. So ICE is able to do their thing quietly and silently. Well, interesting. Now, this is one of the biggest things we've ever seen. The Trump administration introduced a new $103,000 application fee for every H-1B application submission. That's right. He has single-handedly curb stomped.
If you guys haven't noticed,
infinite Indian Jew.
If you haven't noticed, hello. The riots have stopped substantially because their funding has been cut drastically because of we've been finding out who has been funding all these riots and all these protests, and they are drying up to zero, zilch, and nacha now, and they don't have signs that are all military uniform anymore. How the hell did you get that many signs ready in less than 24 hours?
Unless you're here in Michigan
or country. Yeah, someone had that shit planned. Someone had a big payroll. Not anymore. All right, back to it, and then we're gonna go to the next
He has
one.
annihilated that shit from orbit, literally. All right, because if you want to get an H-1B visa, well, you're gonna have to give us at least $100,000 until we start moving. This is massive. This will single-handedly destroy it. And here's the craziest part: not only is this for future H-1B applicants, but it also applies to workers already in the United States. There does not appear to be a refund mechanism in case of denial. So to request an H-1B visa, you need to give $100,000. And if they reject you,
all right, was that
we
racist?
keep $100,000.
I had to. It was a funny joke. Fuck you, it was funny.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen, ever, and it is so smart. Holy shit. Now, ICE arrested 1,328 illegals in Virginia and Maryland in the last 14 days. And every time you're going to have Trump people saying it's not enough, I wanted millions. Bro, this is a massive, massive W. And no one is talking about it. The Trump administration is proposing a six-figure fee for H-1B visas, which I've covered. And Vance actually said if an American corporation needs workers, it should hire and train Americans. That's right. No more getting slaves from India. Whatever the fuck you want them to do, because they're scared that if you ever fire them, they're going to get deported. All right. No more bringing people in for literally cheap labor. Insane.
So, yeah, That's good to know. That means people can get more jobs again, actually be paid the proper wage. They're not getting paid underpaid because they're not American citizen. Now that they're American citizen, they get paid properly. All right, we're gonna do troopers before we jump on to my next one. Pull up. I got his pulled up now.
Where President Trump's approval rating isn't underwater. Right now, Trump has a +6 approval rating here in West Virginia, despite the fact that just 2 years ago he won this state by more than 40 points. It goes to show you that Trump's popularity, even with his most diehard supporters, is slipping away. Sometimes as a result of gas prices. His war with Iran has caused those gas prices to spike here in West Virginia and across the country, but also issues that are bipartisan in nature, like not releasing the Epstein files or his support of data centers for AI, something that is splitting people across the country, including states that were once solidly red, like West Virginia. Back here on.
So I gotta tell you something about that one. Actually, Trump just told all the gas companies to stop it and cut it out. They're actually been making money off that recently because the barrel prices are actually $80 or less now, which it hasn't been since the 1990s, which was gas prices being around $1 a gallon, which we've done the math and showed and proved, which they say the gas should be under $2 right now. And you guys are purposely pushing it higher, purposely to make more money. Here's the proof and why, and here's how many ships have gone out and why. And where you guys have plenty in your stock reserves and you're trying to act like it is for inflation, shrinkflation, so you can gain more money as a corrupt corporate and making Trump look bad on top of that. That is
I would like the prices of gas to go down.
That's the point, is they should actually be already down. They're refusing to lower them themselves. The companies are refusing to lower them, not the government that's been receiving the oil from them. I may be wrong, and if I am wrong, please correct me. But on information that I have checked and looked up, that's what it is. And we can pull it up next time. On that note, we're going to go to this next one, though. We're going to go on
to.
It
actually was more. It was that was the gas pricing wasn't actually the reason I wanted to say it. It's the fact that Donald Trump is incredibly unpopular, where 47 out of 50 of the states hate his guts, have a negative polling of him.
Well, I had to see that. The ones I've seen say completely different, and the ones you're seeing
3 states.
Different. We got to use that one,
and those 3 states are only in the single digits.
We'd have to.
It also depends on what sources you're using.
Yeah,
CNN's going to tell you that he sucks and that he's polling very, very low. Fox News is going to tell you he's polling very, very high. So you really need to see the different sources that are saying it.
I agree with the Trash Panda. No, really. It's just like the little app that they promote where it's like, here's the middle. And I look at that stuff and I go, yeah, in all reality, there's more polls that say the otherwise, that he's actually polling really good. It all depends on which direction. But CNN, man, they promoted eating human brain recently. I'm good. Nope. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, this is not the first time they've done that.
No, but everybody has their thing. We all have our different choices. We're not friends because of politics. We're friends because of everything else, and that's what matters the most. But even in politics, for all you people out there to stop being friends with people because of politics, you are in the wrong. Be friends with your friends that are in opposition, because then you can learn from each other and grow from each other and know how to protect each other from the lies that are really hiding behind both truths. On that, we're going to go with Cyberpunk Dingo. This guy was an ex-Muslim that's been had horrible things happen, and that's why he covers a mask for his face in Australia. Awesome dude, smart, cool, makes music, and he has an awesome theme song. Hit it, Cyber Dingo. If you ever want to join us, let us know.
It is your friendly neighbor Dingo, and today I am going to show you a rather funny video from Canada. Now, what happens when a large number of Muslims move into any country in the West? They generally believe in Sharia law. Think about it this way. The Muslim nation is essentially the Ummah, and their constitution is Sharia law. Their constitution isn't whatever your laws might be, whether it be in Canada, America, Britain, wherever you are. Those laws never supersede Sharia. And yet, a lot of people believe that coexistence can happen. Until, of course, Muslims tell them straight up, hey, no, that's not going to happen. We live by our laws. And in fact, we're not even going to respect yours because we believe we are entitled to our guests' special rights. And that is exactly what this video is going to show you. These people believe that they are entitled not to be filmed in public areas and that they stand different to all other citizens. Now, of course, in this post, it says this is the United States of America, but this is actually in Canada. Now, have a look at how these Muslims actually get really bothered by the fact that these people are filming this weird congregation going on. Now, nobody knows why. If I had to take a guess, around this time, it might be because of Muhammad's birthday. Yes, if you didn't know this, they do, in fact, still celebrate Muhammad's birthday.
All right, so that's pretty fucked up so far that they still celebrate this guy's birthday, a guy that's, done horrible things for many, many years. Got away with it. And died exactly how he explained how a false prophet would die, which is literally how he died, which makes it ironic and funny. And he died by a Jewish woman killing him and all things, and it was because he raped and killed her family in front of her. And raped her, and then said, "Make me a meal." And she says, "Yeah, I'll make you a meal," and poisoned him. So yeah, let's go with this and see how they're acting.
I know. Who are you? Why you are filming here? Did you get any permission?
Yes. Well, no, I don't have any permission to film up here.
Okay.
I cannot give out my name or anything like that. But what I can do is I can tell you that I was sent here to take video in publicly accessible areas, and that's all I can say.
And send you here from who?
I can't say anything else other than that.
No, but then I would request you to leave.
I would politely decline.
Sorry? We can't do that. Why? Because we're busy. Sorry? We're busy here. We have stuff to do here. We have to take pictures of it's a public gathering, right? Yeah. And you didn't even ask anybody. You don't have any permission.
Keyword public.
You're not ready to identify yourself. No,
Yeah,
and
if you're in public,
filming.
you don't need
You don't
permission.
need filming. You're just zooming every car coming inside out.
Yeah, can't they be taking shots of camera vehicle traffic? It's like that's actually fairly common.
They could be taking pictures or videos of birds or animals within the area, bugs. They could be doing anything. They could be art guys that just want to take pictures of cool things they want to make art of later.
Community life, literally just community life. It's like there's nothing wrong. They aren't doing anything illegal. They're using their First Amendment rights of press, freedom of speech and press.
But that's the thing. They want control, and once they start taking over with Sharia, then that means they can push women to being second-class citizens, and anybody that is not of their religion, they can horribly do anything they want to, pretty much because they're second class or less in citizenship, and you got to pay a jizya.
This is no
or die.
But this is you're breaching the privacy. You're just zooming someone's car.
You're breaching the privacy. What?
There is no.
Government sends
You're
you
cold?
somebody. Yeah, I mean, like, I go to your home and do this.
Sorry, I'm addicted to you. Sorry, but yeah, I know how these guys act and what they think and say and do, and it's fucked up. I've been around for several years plus, and it was a nightmare seeing how their mindsets are from the young to the old, the middle age, and how they change from reading the book. And then when I read the book from the English version to translation to them reading me the Arabic translation, translating it properly to me, explaining. And because we're all blitzed out of our mind, he's telling me the truth about everything, going, this worries me. And then wondered why he would always like these certain guys would treat my friends or my women that were my friends like sluts or slaves or second class, and would treat them like horrible. And then all my friends were girls, like I can't hang out with you around these guys, and they would get like assaulted if I wasn't around. And it
Which is
happened not
so
once, not twice, thrice. What was that?
which is so odd because I know a family like that. Well, they don't act like that specifically, but they don't understand the group of people that follows what they're doing.
If they're running, if they are, if they follow Muslim, like if they consider themselves Muslim, then most likely what they're doing is taqiyya.
Yeah, takia means to lie, to trick, to achieve, to mislead, misdirect, to manipulate in many different ways. They practice takia before they even teach you how to properly speak, teach you how to lie.
I
It's like
like
a
making
game, and they make it a game too. That's the messed up thing. They make it a game for them, so it's fun for them naturally. I know. I lived in Dearborn for years. I've met guys overseas for certain things and talk with people for stuff. I I learned many things about Takia because I'm a storyteller. I know how to make a story, but I also have family members that are compulsive liars. So I learned what lying is naturally and how much I hate it. And I'm so good at telling and catching it. The problem is, though, is that in their religion they do it so well, it's even hard to see if they're lying until you figure out their patterns. Once you figure out their patterns, the patterns are to take hold, take over the government, and take over the power, change the laws, control everything, and then take you over. They're doing it the soft way instead of the hard way because they failed for 1,400 years the hard way. So now they're doing a 100-year plan to take over. I was one of the people that actually exposed it from Dearborn, and they tried to kill me and my wife because of it. Like we literally got ran out of Dearborn. I got
I'm
some
not
scars.
I'm not saying that their religion is right or wrong because I mean we don't
Oh,
live that, and
I've
I don't
studied the
agree
religion.
with it.
It's absolutely wrong. It's a
But
cult. It's a religion. It's why you can't say
I mean,
Islamophobe
but
because
there's
it's
a
a
difference to get
religion.
technical then because and I've had talks about this. People
Yeah.
have said, well, then what about Catholics or what about Baptists or Jewish?
Jews are a
There,
people and a religion.
Hmm.
So
but they
They go
still
off the Torah, whereas
yep.
the
Don't.
Baptists and Catholics work off of the Bible. And in
I
both
said
of them, they say there is
there's
a third book that is created by the devil.
Yep,
That
and they
book
say this.
is that
It
book
follows
is
the
the
religion
Quran.
follows what the story is. You read the stories, and that's actually what's happened.
Hmm.
In the
And in
story, they
fact,
say
actually, if
the
you
third
open
one,
up
third
the
book,
Quran,
yeah,
the first
prophet
thing it says is
after.
that if you are looking for God, this is not the book to look for.
look,
Yep.
I'm not saying that because I was
Oh
brought
no,
up
no, go
Catholic.
ahead, go ahead. Let us finish.
I was very brought up very traditional Catholic where I was told
Oh
to
yeah,
eat
I've
fish
studied many.
every Friday. As I started questioning things as I got older, I'm like, show me where it says I had to pray to this person or that person because it doesn't say that. It does not say that I have to pray to Mary or that I
No, no, no.
have
That
to
that
pray
was
to
wrong.
that.
Part that's the praying to Mary is incorrect. Sadly,
But
you can respect her, but
again,
that's not the, you only pray to God, but you respect all others. Like
but
where with me,
again,
I believe in
but,
death of Mother Nature. I believe that there are their own type of gods in their own manner, but they're not the God. They're not almighty. But I don't pray to them, but I respect them. I know
but
of
like what
them.
I was trying to
And
get, because I've seen things go bad in the Catholic faith that a lot of people
yeah,
are against them. And I'm like, dude, they're not all of them are bad.
yeah.
Just like in every faith, regardless of Muslim or whatever you define as,
Well,
they're not
it
all
all
bad
depends on
people.
what you read in their scriptures and their stand. Like I've
Well,
studied
look
religion.
what happened in Minnesota. Jake Lang went there to protest. He was invited,
He was attacked.
and he was a Christian. And all of a sudden, and then also like in Dearborn, he gets attacked by a bunch of Muslims. They try stoning him. He had to be escorted out.
But you
Minnesota, he got
also,
arrested for inciting a riot, and he
When
was
he
the
did.
one attacked.
Yep.
but if you have open conversations like this as an adult and hear each
That's
other,
the problem. they can't be adult.
Some people don't want that conversations.
They don't want
Once
the
you try
conversation.
talk to them, once you try talking to them, it's like they don't want to talk to you. They will stone you for not believing their way. Now, I'm not saying every Muslim's like this.
No, not every.
I've met
Not
some
everyone.
good
I've met
ones.
some cool ones.
I'm not
awesome
trying to
people,
put them all in a box,
but
I'm just saying there's a lot of them that are like, it's their way, and you do it, or you're gonna die.
Yep, it's because of how some people are taught. Not everybody is like that. Everybody has their own thoughts on this, and their thoughts, not ours. With this, when it comes down to it, like I've witnessed both sides of it. I know there's a couple good ones, but I know there's a lot of bad ones. I knew a bunch of brothers from
definitely.
the restaurant that I helped them become millionaires.
Mainly,
Every
the
religion
ones
has a
that
good and bad
practice
side of it.
the ones that practice Islam are the ones that show the most. Muslim and Islam are two separate ways of life.
Yeah, because there's the ones that strictly follow, and there's the ones that follow the loose way, like the reformed
Mhm.
way, you could say, without takia, without trying to rape and kill, without murdering and killing, because they in their book it even states to kill everybody else that's not Muslim, and at the end
Mhm.
of all days, when everybody becomes Muslim, which is to sacrifice the end to killing themselves, which they call him Allah, not God. And then when you actually study the concept of Lord of Flies, it follows Beelzebub, which is Allah in there. They're worshiping Beelzebub.
There was a video of Jake
There's a
Lang
whole
when he was
thing
getting
about it.
chased
I
out of
pulled it all up.
Dearborn. There was a crowd of people shouting Allah Akbar.
Yep.
Akbar.
And then also when they had Cam Higby there, they assaulted him and spray paint. We knew it was a guy from Zenith Films that attacked this dude that says he's a trans. He fucking got tricked, attacked, everything, and then had their friends as pepper spray, which it was probably Wyatt and Justin, everybody else, but allegedly.
What's messed up is some of these people of the LGBT belief that are supporting them, they would be killed if they was over there in their country. The LGBT would be
trans
killed.
or anything, you get killed. That's part of their religion. It's guys study the religion.
But yet they want to defend them.
I studied the religion. I've read the Quran numerous times. I've read numerous books. I've read the numerous versions of the Bible. I've read the Torah. I'm still trying to figure it out because the English translation, I don't know if it's exactly the same. My wife's teaching me, and other people teaching me. I get Hebrews. It's going to be forever. I don't know how any of that works. It's going to take a while. But I've studied Wiccan and Pagan. I've studied all different kinds of studies, Satanism and everything else. I've learned it and understood cultism and studied that and found the patterns because a lot of it's pattern recognition and what lies under what. I've studied Hinduism and I've studied Buddhism. I've trained in martial arts for all these different styles, all these people that told me all these different stories, and I'd sit there and learn and listen. And over time, I started figuring out was what. And then dying 3 different times and coming back and witnessing heaven, hell, and rebel, I learned some shit.
Do we have one more video?
We do. Dark Troopers right here. I have it. This is his for the last. Thank you. Keeping track?
Yeah.
24th, 2026. Let's dive in. Donald Trump says again that Iran is completely collapsing, even as his nearly 6-month war continues with no end in sight. U.S. forces are now stretched so thin by the Iran war that a major amphibious military exercise with South Korea has now been canceled. Energy markets flashing warning signs, with Shell's CEO warning that the market's shock absorbers are wearing down as U.S. oil reserves have roughly 41 days of crude oil inventory left. That's the lowest in a half of century. Trump escalated his trade war with Canada, threatening 50% tariffs on Canadian cars, trucks, auto parts, and steel. Canada is threatening to fight back, with Ontario Premier Doug Ford saying electricity, critical minerals, nickel, uranium, and other resources could all be on the table. Senate Democrats are demanding a public hearing after Midas Touch and other outlets reported on horrific conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, including sailors reportedly attempting to jump overboard. Economists warn the top 20% of earners are increasingly propping up consumer spending while everyone else is, quote, treading water, with credit card debt at record highs. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is considering using Treasury's nearly $1 trillion general account to expand government bond purchases as he tries to push down elevated borrowing costs. At the same time, Bessent is threatening an economic D-Day against Iran and warning countries that continue doing business with Tehran that they could face American economic retaliation. California Attorney General Rob Bonta has canceled settlement talks with Paramount, accusing the company of acting in bad faith, and the Washington Post has been ordered to rehire columnist Karen Attiah with back pay after it fired her over Blue Sky posts about Charlie Kirk. That's what's going on today. Spread the word, follow for more, and remember to listen to the Midas Touch podcast for more updates daily.
I mean, did he just also defend the whole like Death Charlie Kirk thing? Like, go fuck yourself on that one. Yeah, he's trying to talk about supply and demand and what kind of supplies that we're supposedly on. I need to see the numbers now because the numbers I just saw recently were completely different. And we have enough reserves for a long ass fucking time. America has been ready and prepared for reserve and oil for something that's going to happen for decades. Decades. We're not low on it. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna pull up the numbers. I'd prove me wrong. I'd be happy to be proven wrong. If I'm not proven wrong, then that's what I've seen and saw. We can pull it up and everything and show it when we can. When it comes down to that, and as well as the whole thing is we took over Venezuela with Maduro with all his drug cartel, rape, murder, and all that other crazy shit. And now we're the ones that run that oil. And now we're running the Strait of Hormuz or the Strait of America. I don't know. Being a dick. Sorry. Anything else for to say before we shift off? Any of you guys have any comments before that? What he was talking about when it came to the supplies and that we're low or high? Does anybody have any information? Yes, no, either so. Prove me wrong if you can, please. I would like to be wrong. If not, we'll find out. That's why we have the Purple People Party. If you guys see right here, Purple People Party for the people, by the people, of the people. And instead of a elephant or a rhino or a donkey or a weasel, we have the free, brave American bald eagle and the chaotic llama, but that it stands tall and not scared of shit. Spit in the face of his enemies as the eagles fly above and rain death from above. As it is Purple People Party, for people, by the people, of the people. We are in the middle. We believe, as it's been a swaying pendulum for years between left and right, as a football team or a sports team of some sort of red versus blue in their own ways, not in the cool way like Rooster Teeth, but in a bad, annoying way, where it's been drama in a very dangerous way. It's actually affecting our money, our wallets, our lives. When they were doing it with little pennies and one thing, but when they started affecting us when it came to large dollars and such, it became a problem. So, when you mix red and blue, you get purple. When you mix red, white, and blue, you get a violet purple of some sorts, depending on the mixture. This is what we came up with. This is something we believe in, the yin and yang. We believe in balance. Believe in doing this for the people, because I don't believe there's a party for the people properly anymore. You can't say Democrats are the for the people party when they, in any manner, they're for the corporations. You can't say really the Republicans are for the people in their own proper way when they're for certain strict people that have large sums of money. But you have the people in the middle that always go, we have to choose between lesser two evils. Which side do you choose? And we're the pendulum. You notice when it mixes, the states turn purple, not red or blue. And I think that's what we should start to do. Sorry for the miscorrection of English. These are my thoughts, not yours, but I believe that we should have term limits on everything. On all this stuff, we should have it so everybody can get their stuff situated and figured out. We can make sure that people get their opportunity and chance And you don't have to be some big, rich, sponsored person to run for president of the United States, but you have to be American. That is the number one thing. I don't care who you are. You have to be an American citizen that is born and raised here for at least second generation and up. Properly. You can't pull the whole, oh, I was just born here and raised secretly from a secret agent of a secret company of a group in a different country that's trying to take over the world. Go eat a dick. All right.
You must have proof that you're an American citizen.
Yes, you must have proof for voting and for being an American citizen. Same thing when you're having a driver's license. You must have proof. Same thing when you buy alcohol or cigarettes. You must have proof. When you're walking into a strip club or anything else like that, or something adult or 18 and up, you must have proof you're that age, that you are who this is, where it is, and such. But on that note, we also have the Chaotic Minds, people. This is our crazy podcast. Hope you all enjoy. As we have our different animal symbols, you see we have the howling wolf of the night, me as Mayhem. You have the orc bear himself, Grismont. You don't mess with that mighty trooper. And you also have Fenrir, the undead Viking wolf. Don't mess with the guy with the axes. And we also have the burning panther, kind of like a ghost panther.
And the crowbar. Don't forget the crowbar.
I was still going. We also have the new trash panda. Thank you yourself. You're awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Right, we love you as the raccoon. We have all these things. We have a new barcodes and everything else all set up later. It's situated. We're gonna have all this stuff all built up and updated. We also have the CEO Chaotic Era Odyssey, where the world is chaotic. It is a new era. It is our Odyssey. And you see our new updated look and picture. We'll show this to the whole world. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Isn't that insane?
Yes.
Thank you to Llama Tech and to the Raccoon Man himself. Everybody else is all working on the AI system stuff. You guys are a big help to this. We're some of us are doing things from the outside, other people doing things from the inside. We appreciate all the hard work. We also have Rolling to Die every Sunday. And for Trooper, you want to hit that up?
Tune in on Sunday for the Rolling to Die podcast, where we gentlemen and lady, eventually, will be playing a rousing game of D&D as our GM Henry the Heartsmace. What is our next mission?
All right, we're going to continue on to our crazy 2D campaign. You guys are in the middle of a interesting story, just turning level 7 with everybody. As when you all start off, you'll be level 7 now. And you're still in the middle of a blizzard. This is just calming down, coming out of a pub inn. As you try to head over the giant bridge, that'll probably be your next destination, unless you guys need to go to another store. And head off through the giant bridge to the hot, sunny part of this town, kind of like Twin Cities, but one's hot, one's cold. And we're going to see what happens next in our Rolling to Die. And we're going to have everybody roll 2D 20 and see what happens next. Thunderbase Studios, hit it.
And bringing you Sunday Bisu Productions, making sure everything runs smooth, and also bringing you your music.
All right, have the
and don't forget to tune in next week for the next episode of the Chaotic Minds every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I'm Devontae Ewing, aka DJ Thunderbase, saying thank you and good night.
Good night, everybody.
Wow. Bye.
It's the Chaotic Minds, people.